essentially for me, it's a good thing, and we need to support each other.
Okay. You've made mention of a clarion call where Ghanaians have to patronize this. How do we get on board?
It's very simple. You contact Meditour Travel and Hospitality Services, either through their hotline, which is 0244232262, or through their email enquiries at meditourths.com. Send you an application, you sign on, we collect the necessary details, and we begin to process you. The first edition, like I said, is in February. Hopefully by the 11th of February, the first group of people will be leaving the shores of Ghana for a week.
Finally, what are the plans for Meditour Travel and Hospitality Services on the domestic front? Because we can't run away from our challenges in Ghana. What efforts are you also seeing to augment our challenge?
Yes, so early days yet, but then we do have plans. We'll see how over time we could even bring the team, if it's possible to bring the team, yes. But on the domestic front, essentially we want to encourage people to do regular checkups. It's very necessary. I mean, if you even don't want to travel for leisure and do it, you can do it here. So for us, we are not expecting the entire country to go to South Africa anyway. Okay. So as many as can go, so be it. But then we would encourage everyone to take their healthcare medical check seriously.
Mr. Rasta, thanks for your time, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
Good evening, ma. How are you doing?
Good evening. Very well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm well. Let me say Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Many happy returns to you.
Let me commend South African Airlines for the cooperation and partnership we've done with Adwa Television over the years. We are looking forward to more strengthening and partnership in this year and the coming years as well.
Exactly. Collaborations and partnerships is the way to go. So we are all open for that. And we thank you also for your support in times past. Looking forward to more work.
Speaking about collaboration and partnership, why did SAA partner with Meditour on this medical tourism initiative?
Well, it's because the focus is in South Africa, which is a destination where our hub is. And also South African Airways is the airline that offers you the most convenient flight to South Africa in terms of time of flight, in terms of price, and in terms of quality service on board. So we are the right partner for this product. That's why we're partnering with Meditour. In fact, they found us to be the most convenient choice to choose. Yes.
When it comes to packages, I know you have a lot of packages, very interesting ones. Which specifics in relation to this initiative or product are you providing?
We're providing the flight, and the flight is part of the package as a whole. So when you buy a package, you also have your return flight on South African Airways included in that. So it is convenient, a one-stop shop. You go to medical tours and hospitality services, you buy your product and they will get you booked on South African Airways. So that's how convenient it is.
Finally, when we talk about comfortability, I enjoyed myself flying from South Africa to Ghana with the South African swimming team when I was returning somewhere in 2021. Awesome. What will you tell our clients and then viewers watching you on why they need to fly with SAA?
You need to fly with SAA for three main reasons. One, it's a stress-free flight because it's a direct flight. You don't stop anywhere in transit. You don't lose time. We have great schedule. You spend your entire day in Accra and you depart Accra at 10:30. It's an overnight flight, so you don't lose time. You arrive in SA in the early hours of the morning at 6:25, just in time to refresh and get onto your business. And we also give you the most convenient, one of the state-of-the-art of equipment, the Airbus 330-300, which is what we use to service the route. It's very comfortable. and gives you the value for your money. So this is one of the good reasons. We have very good on-ground staff who are very accessible and responsive to your needs. So you are catered for all round when you fly with South African Airways.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We look forward to work more with you. Thank you.
All right. All right, Excellency. Good evening. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Happy New Year, I should say.
Afishapa.
I was thinking about my lines, and I feel like the only line I remember right now is Dabulan.
Wamkelekile, welcome, Sawubona, in all languages, in South Africa. Liamukhetsi, Tumelang.
When I look at the medical tourism, it's one initiative that people really don't look or have a lot of interest into. Why is it important to our existence as humans or Africans?
If nature has not shown us that we are in an era post-COVID, the fact that we are still breathing today on the 12th of January, we should thank God for good health. Many have perished during COVID, and it is just to show us that we need to invest more in our health. That's the best currency that we can have. We can talk about economic conditions as they fluctuate, as they heighten, but with good health, it's either you breathe or you do not breathe. And the best investment that we can do is to begin to look at investing in our health. And these are the initiatives. And of course, we all have a responsibility to ensure the collective growth and development of our economies, to revive our economies. And now the initiative and a niche in this is to club medical tourism and to ensure that as you begin to travel, you come into the first day that you travel, hypothetically, we have an airline, South African Airlines, that flies 3 times a week. As we get more medical tourism, we will increase our daily flights. It also boosts our airlines, it boosts our economy as well. You then, from a 7-day package, that you are able to come the first 2 days, that you do your medicals, and then the other days you then go and explore and do tourism, and you then begin to spend money. You go and do all sorts of tourist activities and do investment as well, and do B2B business and use this opportunity. So these are the opportunities that we can leverage as Africans, and nature has shown us that we need to begin to look within, be self-reliant, begin to patronize each other. So if we have a niche in terms of medical tourism, South Africans will then also reciprocate in what is a niche within how we can collaborate. We also have South African companies that are coming into Ghana to come and set up medical institutions here to collaborate. So this is a great initiative that we want to ensure that we explore.
Finally, I don't want to waste much of your time. The year just began, and it began on a good note with Meditour and the South African High Commission. What other message will you give to other businesses and entities to draw them to partner with the High Commission on such interesting initiative?
This is a clarion call for all Ghanaians and South Africans. Let's be creative. Let's sit and look at what it is that are niches in our markets. Let's look what are competitive advantages that we have. Let's begin to trade. Let's begin to move our people. Let's begin to do things collectively. It is in the interest of our nations. It's in the interest of the continent. It's in our interest. Let's begin to look, as you've just seen that, and I was just saying it, that in the past 2 weeks, I had over 1,000 South Africans coming to Ghana, and I'm not even exaggerating, to come and do cultural diplomacy. So whether it's trade, whether it's culture, whether it's medical, let's be creative and find ways of strengthening our relations, find ways of just boosting our economies. We had over 1,000 South Africans, we had South African artists, and I'm talking about the most famous South African artists in South Africa that were in Ghana performing. We had Casper Nyuvest, we had Major League, we had all sorts of the South Africans that were patronizing all the industries here, collaborating with Ghanaians, and that's for the young people. And I say kudos to all the youth, Aiko to them. Let's be creative. We are ready as the South African High Commission to support initiatives that are in the interest of creating the Africa that we want, that is prosperous, that is peaceful, and definitely we are available, and I'm available to
Thanks for the opportunity, and you look very lovely tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I think that, should I say Asante Sana?
Nyabonga. Yes, Asante Sana. That is from Nairobi. It is Kenyan. It is also African. It is also an African language. It is part of who we are. And I not only speak, I speak for all Africans.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Asante Sana. Thank you.
After the South African High Commissioner's residence, somewhere in the airport residence area there, and it's all about the Meditour Travel and Hospitality Services partnering with the South African High Commissioner, Excellency Grace Mason, and the South African High Commission to put up together a medical tourism initiative. This initiative will see to that they bring packages on people that need health care to be facilitated to travel to South Africa for proper check-up, among other things there. And you've heard from people we've spoken to, and it's something that is going to be very awesome. And I believe I'm going to subscribe to it. And for me, I think that I've really enjoyed my few hours here, and I trust you've also enjoyed your hours too of watching. Do want to subscribe yourself and then check your health. It's very, very much important. The name is Pepsible for Outdoor Television. Do enjoy. Those of our programs. I'm at